Today we're painting fireworks with watercolor featuring the reCAP mason jar spray cap for an easy beginner tutorial. To start, we're going to need some paper. You can use watercolor, or in my case, I'm using mixed media. With masking tape, we're just going to secure down the sides. I grabbed 2 mason jars, so one can have the dirty paint and the other can have clean water. I'm using a Winsor Newton palette. Now here is the spray cap. We'll use it to activate our paint as well as set the foundation for wet on wet watercolor. After wetting the paper, we want to even it out with a brush or sponge. You want it damp all the way across and not soaking wet. While the paper is still wet, we want to throw in some color. I'm going in with some blues. As we do this, we want to make sure that we don't overwork the paper. As it is wet on wet, the blending is done a lot for you, so you don't have to worry. I think I've done enough blue here, so we're gonna add some red to change things up a bit. Honestly, have fun with your colors. Do whatever your heart desires. It'll all come together in the end. Now, I've gone and let the paper dry, but we need to reactivate our paints, so I'm going in with the reCAP mason jar lid again. Going in for our second layer, we just want to make the colors more vibrant, and so I'm going over everything again with a second coat. You don't need any expensive paints or supplies to make good art, so pick up your paintbrush and go out there and spend some time on your craft. That is how you get better at anything you want to do. All good things take time, and if you put in the work, the results will show. This tutorial is meant to show you guys that there are no hard rules to art. Even though my first layer was not as vibrant as I wanted it to be, I'm able to go back in and work with it to be what I want it to be. I'm loving the pop of color and vibrancy the red gives. And the red and blue mesh really well to give off that 4th of July vibe. I'm almost done with the second layer, just getting the corner here with some more red and then a pop of blue to complement. Depending on your material, the paint might take a bit to dry, so I went ahead and got my blow dryer to speed things up a bit. Now comes the main part of our painting here. I'm just grabbing a bit of white acrylic paint to start off my fireworks. I start off by dotting the middle so that we can have a base to work with. After that, I start doing the spider-like motions, drawing out little legs and curves from the middle. This doesn't have to be perfect, as we'll layer on more color to give this firework more depth and interest to the painting. There are also other ways to go about this without using white paint. You could use liquid rubber, which you would have to lay down before adding on the background and then take off once your background is on, so it gives a cool effect that way. Or you could also go in with a white gel pen or any sort of white marker. Now I'm going to splatter some white paint to add some more dimension to our background. These mason jars are really handy to make sure that you have a clean brush to work with. Next, we'll go in with some more color. Let's start off with some blue. I think layering these additional colors on top really make the painting come together and add so much more dimension to our fireworks. I'm also making dots by hand instead of the splatter that we did for the white paint. It lets me be more intentional with where I want the dots to be, and they are also much larger and more prominent. With the red, our 4th of July fireworks are really coming together now. Once we finish with laying down the red, we'll be very close to finishing up our fireworks. If you made it this far, I want to thank you guys for watching this tutorial. I hope you learned something new and are able to implement this wet on wet technique for a different painting. If you are interested in the spray cap for your mason jar, the link can be found in the description below.